Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Lokenplays and welcome back to the update report, and today we're going to be talking a little bit about the stipend and some of the drama that's come up as a result of this addition to 317.2. So to give you a little context before we get started, the stipend was basically CIG's way of softening the blow for the database reset that was occurring in 317.2. As a result of the database reset, people's currency as well as earnings of ships that they've purchased and gear that they bought were being reset back to default. As a result, a stipend was announced to be added to people's UEC wallets to give them a bit of a starting balance to get themselves back into the game and get started. However, when most players logged into 317.2 live on Thursday, players didn't expect to see the millions, multiple millions of UEC that they'd actually been given in what seemed to be an extremely generous stipend. In some cases, I had reports of people receiving tens of millions. I think somebody on my stream was referring to having about 20 to 30 million UEC. I myself actually ended up with 8.5 million UEC, which was, well, I thought was a little bit much. Naturally, players were pretty happy about this. This huge amount of money was going to make getting back into the game and getting some kick-ass gear easy, as well as buying some ships that people had never purchased before. However, it turns out that this was, as I unfortunately suspected, a bit of an error on CIG's part. In a statement released by Jake on the Spectrum forum posts, they explain the situation in the following words. As mentioned in the thread, we have worked with our teams to distribute a generous amount of aUEC based on the number of hours played during 317.1 to make the database wipe that came with 317.2 a little bit less painful. As some of you have already suspected, there was an error in calculations with the amount of aUEC distributed being higher than we planned, and it was not intentional. The formula actually suffered from two errors: overcounting playtime and inflating payouts per playtime minute that compounded the error. This resulted in vastly overinflated numbers that were higher than we intended by more than a factor of 10, and we're now rolling out a correction to rectify this. Naturally, I'm in the camp of this was an appropriate course of reaction to this error. At the end of the day, I doubt highly that CIG ever intended to give players tens of millions of aUEC. However, of course, naturally some players are not pleased with this, as they have had their millions of UEC taken from them after receiving it. Some of the top replies on the thread read, TN318, this is indeed your screw up CIG. You never stated the set amount or gave a ratio for time played, so when everyone logged in, they were pretty ecstatic. Your failure to communicate appropriately is what upsetting your players the most. So, obviously, there are plenty of other replies and fairly heated commentary going on in the Spectrum forums and also across Reddit as well. And naturally, I can respect and understand players and their frustrations. I, for myself, personally do respect the fact this is an alpha game, and as a result, shouldn't really be treated with the same level of scrutiny that a full title release gives. However, due to the large number of players who are playing on a regular basis, again, it is understandable that people are upset. However, this is a good opportunity to remind everyone, again, this is an alpha game, and while unfortunately, this is the way that sometimes games development goes. However, what's compounded the issue even further is that a fair number of players out there are experiencing an extremely strange bug. Not only was their starting balance brought back down to 20,000 aUEC, which is a lot less even with the amended stipend, but players who then go out and start to earn money and add to this balance, who then log off and log back in again, are reporting their balance has gone back to 20,000 aUEC, and as a result, they are not able to make any progress whatsoever. This is unfortunately a big issue, and the bigger issue at hand here. Whilst I myself personally was not able to replicate the bug, even after the stipend was amended, plenty of individuals out there on the Reddit forums have been posting up similar stories regarding their balance being brought down to 20,000 aUEC. It comes at an unfortunate time, as the weekend will be one of the highest play times for lots of ladies and gentlemen who are waiting for 317.2 alpha to go into live, and I hope it's something that CIG can get rectified soon. My personal advice right now is to probably not do anything on the game. Wait until this stuff is resolved, keep an eye on the Spectrum forum posts, and of course this channel as well, as we'll continue reporting on this and all the other information you need to make your journey and your time as Star Citizen an awesome one. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you've enjoyed this content and you'd like to see more, do take a look at the channel description down below for all our social media links, as well as, of course, hitting that subscribe, like, and comment on this video. Are you pissed off with this particular stipend issue? Has your stipend gone down to 20k UEC, and are you experiencing this bug where you cannot make any progress? Let me know in the channel description down below in the comments, and I, of course, will reply to all of those. If nothing else, though, see you out there in the verse, and have a fantastic day.